Frankie Beverly, the iconic voice behind some of the most timeless R&B anthems, passed away on September 10th, 2024, marking the end of an era in soulful music. The heartbreaking news was shared by his family the following day on Instagram, sending shockwaves through the music world and beyond. In their emotional post, Beverly's loved ones spoke of the immense void his passing has left, describing him as a man who lived with a pure and genuine soul. For us, no one did it better, they wrote, a simple yet powerful tribute to a man whose life was defined by his deep devotion to his music, family, and friends. It was clear that for those who knew him intimately, Frankie was not just an extraordinary musician, but also a beacon of love, kindness, and authenticity. The loss of Frankie Beverly leaves a profound sadness, not just for his family and friends, but for millions of fans who spent decades grooving to his smooth, unmistakable blend of soul, funk, and R&B. For so many, Beverly's voice was more than just a sound. It was the soundtrack to their lives. His music was woven into the fabric of personal and collective experiences, creating memories that span generations. Songs like Before I Let Go and Joy and Pain weren't just hits, they were cultural touchstones. With his band Maze, Beverly crafted melodies and lyrics that resonated deeply within Black American culture, making him a beloved figure whose legacy will be cherished forever. Beverly's music transcended mere entertainment. It became a staple at family reunions, cookouts, weddings, and countless celebrations. For many, his songs were synonymous with joy, unity, and love, providing the perfect soundtrack for life's most meaningful moments. His ability to blend soul-stirring lyrics with infectious grooves ensured that his music was always a familiar and comforting presence. At a time when music was more than just a passing trend, Frankie Beverly and Maze became a cornerstone of Black American celebrations. His songs didn't just play in the background, they elevated every gathering, creating an atmosphere of warmth and connection that can never be replaced. As news of his passing spread, fans from all walks of life reflected on the impact Beverly had on their lives. His music had a way of speaking to the soul, addressing both the highs and lows of life with a depth and sensitivity that made it universally relatable. Joy and Pain, in particular, captured the bittersweet nature of existence, a duality that resonated deeply with listeners. It was a song about resilience, about weathering life's storms, and finding the strength to keep moving forward. Beverly's ability to translate those emotions into his music is a testament to his unique talent and profound understanding of the human experience. In the wake of his passing, Beverly's influence on the music industry and Black culture remains undeniable. His music was a reflection of his heart, deep, soulful, and filled with passion. While his physical presence may be gone, the songs he created will continue to live on, ensuring that Frankie Beverly's legacy remains as vibrant as ever. His voice will forever echo through the lives of those who danced, laughed, cried, and celebrated to his unforgettable tunes. For fans around the world, Frankie Beverly's passing is not just the loss of a great musician, but the end of a chapter in music history. His unique ability to blend genres and create timeless melodies will continue to inspire future generations of artists, just as it has influenced those before them. He wasn't just a performer, he was a pioneer who shaped the sound of modern R&B. His work with Maze broke barriers and set a standard that few have been able to match. The sorrow of his passing is immense, but his spirit lives on through the countless lives he touched. Frankie Beverly's legacy is more than his music. It's the love, joy, and unity he inspired in others. For all who knew him and for all who felt his presence through his music, he will always be remembered as a man who gave his heart to the world, one soulful note at a time. Beyond the stage, the mystery surrounding Beverly's personal life, particularly his romantic relationships, has long intrigued fans and followers alike. While his music was an open book, resonating deeply with millions, his love life was a closed chapter, leaving many to wonder about the man behind the soulful voice. For someone who poured his heart into songs about love, joy, and pain, the details of his romantic entanglements remain clouded in speculation. Some have said that Beverly, despite his magnetic presence and timeless appeal, chose to remain single for most of his life, while others have whispered about the possibility of a more private, deeper commitment. Over the years, these speculations have only added to the enigma that was Frankie Beverly. His romantic life has been one of those topics that fans have debated for years. Some believed he was simply focused on his music and career, while others thought there was a hidden story behind the scenes. A love that stayed out of the limelight. But one question lingered persistently. Was Beverly truly single, or did he have a secret partner who shared his life and heart? These are the types of unanswered questions that only make his legacy more intriguing, and it's certainly a story worth exploring further. One of the key figures in the legend of Frankie Beverly's love life is Pam Moore, a name that has been linked to the late artist for decades. Though Beverly may never have walked down the aisle, his longtime relationship with Pam Moore has long been a topic of conversation, sparking both interest and debate. While Beverly never officially described Pam as his wife, the deep bond they shared certainly blurred the lines between friendship, partnership, and perhaps something more. To those who followed his life and career closely, Pam was more than just a passing romance. She was a steadfast presence in his world. So, the question lingers. Was Pam Moore his wife, or was their relationship something that defied traditional labels, yet held a depth and significance that was undeniable? While there is no public record of Beverly ever marrying, his connection to Pam Moore certainly sparked endless speculation, especially among his most dedicated fans. The pair were together for over a decade, and many believe that their bond went beyond the typical partner label. In a way, they embodied the type of love that Beverly often sang about, an enduring, unconditional love that didn't necessarily need the formalities of marriage to be validated. In interviews, Beverly referred to Pam as his longtime partner, but his words carried the weight of something much deeper. "She's my best friend, and I'm thankful for her," he once said, a statement that spoke volumes about their closeness. He went on to express his gratitude for her sacrifices, acknowledging how much she had done for him over the years. This level of appreciation and love only fueled the rumors that they were more than just partners. They were soulmates in every sense of the word. Even though Beverly never used the title of wife, many believe Pam was his better half, standing by his side through thick and thin. Pam's presence in Beverly's life wasn't just a private affair, it was visible for those paying attention. She was often seen with him at important events, including his son's wedding in 1997, where she stood proudly by his side. For over a decade, Pam was a constant in Beverly's life, a confidant, a support system, and, by all appearances, the woman who held his heart. Their relationship may not have fit into the traditional mold, but it was clear that their bond was real and enduring. They exemplified a type of love that was built on mutual respect, friendship, and a deep understanding of one another. Their connection was something rare and special, and even though it wasn't cemented with a marriage license, it was clear that Pam Moore played a significant role in Frankie Beverly's life. Perhaps their love was one that didn't require public validation, or perhaps they simply chose to keep their private lives out of the spotlight, protecting what they had from the pressures of fame. After all, Beverly was a man who let his music do the talking, and maybe in his personal life, he preferred to keep things just as soulful but much more intimate. While the truth about whether Pam Moore was his wife remains uncertain, it's evident that their relationship was one of great significance. Their story is a testament to the fact that love doesn't always have to follow society's rules to be genuine and meaningful. Beverly may have kept the details of his personal life close to his chest, but his deep connection to Pam Moore speaks volumes about the kind of person he was offstage, a man who valued loyalty, friendship, and unconditional love above all else. As fans continue to celebrate the legacy of Frankie Beverly, Pam Moore will undoubtedly remain a key figure in the narrative of his life. A reminder that even the most public of figures can have private lives that are just as rich and layered as the music they create. Their relationship may remain shrouded in mystery, but for those who witnessed their bond, there's no doubt that Pam Moore was more than just a partner. She was an integral part of Frankie Beverly's heart and soul. Despite the deep bond that existed between Frankie Beverly and Pam Moore, Frankie was always open about the fact that his music was a significant factor in why he never officially tied the knot. While the rumors and whispers about his love life persisted for years, Beverly was clear in expressing that his devotion to music often took precedence over the conventional milestones people expect, like marriage. He candidly admitted this in an interview, a statement that shed light on the internal struggle he faced as a man deeply committed to both his craft and his personal relationships. For someone whose music was so deeply rooted in love and emotion, it's somewhat ironic that the very thing that brought him fame and fulfillment was also the reason he hesitated when it came to making that ultimate commitment in his personal life. Frankie Beverly's music wasn't just a career, it was a calling. It was something he lived and breathed, and as he often said, it required his full attention. In that sense, it's understandable that he struggled to find a balance between his passion for creating timeless music and maintaining a traditional romantic relationship. Beverly himself acknowledged that this conflict sometimes caused tension in his relationships, but he made peace with the choices he made. In the end, Frankie Beverly was a man who loved deeply, both through his music and in his personal life. While he may not have conformed to traditional expectations of romance and commitment, his connection with Pam Moore and the love they shared was undeniable. For fans, it's a poignant reminder that even the most celebrated icons have personal stories that are as complex and nuanced as the music they create. As we say goodbye to Frankie Beverly, we honor not just the incredible artist he was, but also the man whose love for music and the people closest to him shaped the legacy he leaves behind. As the driving force behind Maze, Beverly's roles as lead singer, songwriter, and producer allowed him to showcase his smooth baritone voice and electrifying stage presence, earning him widespread acclaim and admiration. In a heartfelt statement released following his passing, Beverly's family paid tribute to his extraordinary life and enduring legacy. They shared, "He lived for his music, family, and friends, loved one another as he would want that for us all." This tribute reflects not only the depth of their personal loss, but also the profound impact Beverly had on the world of music and the hearts of those who knew and loved him. His contributions to the industry continue to resonate, celebrating a career defined by passion, talent, and an unwavering commitment to his art. Frankie Beverly grew up in the vibrant musical landscape of Philadelphia, which played a crucial role in shaping his artistic sensibilities. Raised in a working-class family, Beverly was exposed to the rich sounds of rhythm and blues, gospel, and soul from an early age. His father, a fan of jazz and blues, and his mother, a gospel singer, provided a musical backdrop that significantly influenced his early years. The family's love for music nurtured Beverly's budding interests, leading him to develop a profound appreciation for the artistry and emotional depth of these genres. By the time he was a teenager, Beverly had already begun to hone his craft. He started performing in local clubs and talent shows, where his smooth baritone voice and dynamic stage presence began to attract attention. His early influences included iconic figures such as Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, and Marvin Gaye, whose music helped shape Beverly's distinctive style. In 1970, Beverly took a monumental step in his career by forming a band initially named Raw Soul. The group, consisting of talented musicians from Philadelphia, was later rebranded as Maze when they relocated to San Francisco. The name change marked a new chapter for the band and a shift in their musical direction. This relocation was instrumental in Mays' development, as it allowed them to tap into new opportunities and collaborate with influential figures in the music industry. During their time in San Francisco, Mays crossed paths with the legendary Marvin Gaye, who became a mentor and a supporter of the band. Gaye's endorsement was a turning point for Mays, leading to a series of successful recordings and live performances that would define their career. Under Beverly's leadership, Mays developed a unique sound characterized by a blend of soul, funk, and R&B with smooth melodies, intricate arrangements, and soulful vocals. Mays' breakthrough came with the release of their debut album, Mays, in 1977. The album, which featured hits like While I'm Alone and Love is the Key, established the band as a prominent force in the music industry. Their subsequent albums, including Mays featuring Frankie Beverly, 1980, and Back to Basics, 1985, continued to build on their success, earning them a dedicated fan base and critical acclaim. The band's music resonated with audiences due to its heartfelt lyrics, infectious grooves, and Beverly's captivating vocal performances. Songs like Before I Let Go, Joy and Pain, and Happy Feelings became anthems of the era, showcasing Beverly's ability to blend emotional depth with musical sophistication. His songwriting, characterized by its introspective and often romantic themes, connected deeply with listeners and solidified Mays' place in the pantheon of soul and funk music. Beverly was known for his meticulous attention to detail in both his songwriting and production. His role as the band's lead singer, songwriter, and producer allowed him to shape Mays' sound and maintain a high standard of musical excellence. Beverly's commitment to his craft was evident in the band's consistent quality and the enduring popularity of their music,